Am I the a-hole? Yes, you are. Today we're going to be looking at some horrible people. TikTok influencer cooks meat in a vegan restaurant.
Oh yeah, that nice sizzle. That's what you want to see when you do this. Oh, we're just getting some toppings for the pizza.
You can't cook away, man.
No, it's just 100% pure Angus beef.
You have to remove it.
Oh, flip it over, you think?
No, you have to take the stuff. You can put the stuff here, man.
Can we cook it in the back?
Take the stuff out, man.
Oh.
You can put the stuff here, man.
I was just trying to get some toppings.
No, doesn't matter. You can cook it here, man. Get the out of here.
Okay, my bad. You want a piece?
No. Take it out here, man.
Are you sure you don't want a piece? You're good? Medium rare?
You think I'm joking with you, man?
No, no jokes. I'm serious.
Man. It's a vegan place, man. We're not here animal.
Oh.
Man.
I got it from the grocery store.
Doesn't matter where you got it from.
I'll cook it a little deeper next time.
You're a disgusting human being, yo.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir.
You piece of
I mean, I'm with that business owner, you know, it's not funny to people who find that funny or dumb. Why would you go into a place that's obviously vegan and cook meat? Like, people aren't gonna find you funny, they're just gonna find you annoying. I'm getting the feeling this guy has insanely rich parents. Are his parents even in his life? Like, I'm gonna be completely honest, if I had a child, which thank God I don't, but if I did and they were acting like that harassing vegans, I'd be like, what are you doing with your life? Prank YouTubers slash TikTokers are the worst of humanity. You're trying to go viral by being a piece of crap, you're not funny, you're just being an asshole. I don't have an issue with pranksters, I've just got an issue with the certain types of pranks they do. For me, I think fart pranks are so funny, like they just make me giggle. I love them farts. Like whenever someone does a fake fart and films people's reaction, it's harmless. That isn't harmless, that's just being annoying. Whenever you go out of your way to try to ruin people's days and rile them up for views, money and clout, it's not funny. Adopting dogs to put them down. I adopt pit bulls and Craigslist and put them down, and you should too. 3 more solutions to the pit crisis. I'm really hoping that right there satire and it's a joke. I really hope they're not actually putting down pit bulls. God, this was a troll article that made the rounds so many years ago. Did you just Google outrageous news from the last century so you can farm that sweet karma? Okay, so by the looks of it, it is rage bait. I thought it was rage bait, but I couldn't tell. But yet again, why would you even make an article like that? Like, that is gonna rile people up. I'm an a-hole for telling my friend it's her fault for getting married and having kids late because the world won't wait on her now. I, 39 female, have a 6-person girl group since college, and that includes Mary, who's 38. We have been close throughout the years and have been at milestone events for each other. Mary just had a baby and is completely fitting the crazy new mother stereotype. In college, Mary has always been someone who had to make it known that she was unique slash different from the rest of us, when it wasn't as draining then as it has become now. For starters, all other women in our circle got married between the ages of 22 to 27, and we all have multiple kids. Oh my god, getting married at 22, that is so young. Like, I'm so sorry, whenever I look at myself in the future, I don't see myself being married. I don't know why, maybe it's because I've never been in a relationship. Personally, I don't know if I could stand that. I need my own space and free time, and being in a relationship means you have to share a bed, a car, etc., share each other's lives. I don't know if I'm ready to do that. So the 5 of us were able to experience those milestones alongside one another and got closer as we shared similar lifestyles. Mary was very adamant and not settling until her 30s because she wanted to travel and have different experiences, which we all supported. Regardless, she would continue to make comments about how she's lucky, unlike us, because we're tied down with husbands and babies. I think this is where she grew resentment towards us, because we were in different places in life and she was upset we couldn't have her group be similar to how it was in college. Then into our mid-30s, it became a whole new saga if she's getting older and can't find a husband because all the good men are married or divorced with kids. When she finally got married, many could not attend because it was a destination event and child-free during COVID. This caused a fight because she said how she was there for us during our weddings, but we couldn't put aside a week for her. We all told her we wish we could, but it was simply not financially feasible and didn't logistically work with our kids. But she just refused to hear us out and was simply so inconsiderate about our lives and families, saying we were horrible friends. Now, Mary just gave birth to her first child and I was very excited for her. The only issue is that she moved from our state to a very remote place that's only accessible by a 6-hour car ride. Her baby is 6 months old and none of us have been able to go up to visit her. I think she's been having a wrong idea of what a village is and has essentially demanded in our group chat that we come up for the holidays and help her out because she's having a hard time adjusting to mum life. But this would entail we all take a week off, arrange childcare, figure out transportation and book hotels during the holiday. It's gotten to the point where she's posting cryptic messages and Facebook bashing fake friends who won't be there for her. As much as I wish I could, I cannot physically support her in the way she needs me to at this stage of life. It would have been completely different if she still lived in her city and this was earlier in life when she had less commitment slash priority. So I told her this, and if she was hoping for this big village and constant support, she should have thought about that when planning out her life, because we can't all pause our lives for her, so I'm an a-hole. Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest, a lot of people in this thread are saying she is the a-hole. I've never ever experienced that, so I don't know, but it sounds like a lot of her friends went through the mummy stage a lot younger than her, and now all she wants is a bit of help. So I don't know, let's see what Red has to say. I have to ask, has she provided a lot of support to the group? Was she there for your weddings, which may have made difficult demands for her? Has she provided time and resources for the group children over the years, such as babysitting and the like? I ask because as a childless one in the friend group, I'm often expected to be a ride or die, but when it comes to returns or favors, sorry bro, like it's just too hard with kids, comes up a lot. Sure, if some of those stories were told, I'd look like an entitled a-hole. yes, I'm absolutely ride or die in general, but seriously, some people are ungrateful. Okay, so yet again, I don't know if you are the a-hole or not. There is another Reddit comment which you're gonna read, but right now I'm kind of, I'm in the middle. I understand why you feel that way, but then it's like I also see both sides. Right now I'm in the middle and I don't know what to think. Bring on the downvotes, but you're the a-hole. You should have thought about that a long time ago. It's such a sick move. Like, what, is she supposed to get a time machine? This shows a ton of resentment for a difficult life. This post is so one-sided and demonizes ladies to such a massive extent that I struggle to believe that it, or at least many of the details of it, are true. Every choice your friend makes goes wrong in a way you show some about in your writing style. I'm gonna be completely honest, that literally looks like German. I'm not gonna even try to pronounce that. My friend delayed getting married and then complained about all the guys being married. Really? Yeah, your friend sounds like an a-hole, so do you. You obviously went down different life paths and resent each other for it. Yeah, so but it sounds fit that person's against you, and yet again I can see both sides. I can absolutely see your side, but then I can also see her side. And then yet again, if you are friends, maybe the best thing you could do is give her tips. This is how you look, Rizzy baby. I don't know. I don't have a child. I don't want a child. But me personally, I don't really know what to think. Woman barks at man for playing music without headphones on the bus. Oh. I won't lie, I'm actually on her side. She actually sounds like a pretty good dog as well. She obviously has dogs. Imagine being a passenger in that bus and you literally see someone playing loud music out of their phone without headphones in. First of all, that's annoying. And then you see this woman pretending to be a dog. You automatically lose if you play music without headphones in public transport. Exactly, like I'm literally against him. I can't stand that. Something I also cannot stand is whenever kids are on iPads. And like obviously if a kid's on an iPad and they're watching a video, I can understand it makes a bit of noise. It grinds my gears whenever it's turned up to full volume. Like it literally is like being outside a concert. And then yet again, I low-key love her. Like I love the fact she's just barking at him. I've got a feeling she's got a husky at home. Ladies and gentlemen, example on how not to be a lady and how to be a gentle professional bouncer.
One moment, put your hands on me.
It's time to go.
I'm saying to you.
Okay, so this looks like a podcast. What were they talking about in the podcast for you to get kicked out?
Sam, it's okay. Just come out.
I'm prosecuting you. Cool. Don't, you can't make me go down those stairs. That's not your flat. You put your hands on me. I'm getting the police now.
One time.
No, you're being prosecuted right now.
I don't think that's how it works though. If you're being asked to leave and they have to remove you, that's, oh no.
Go on, do it. Alright.
It is so.
Listen, what? No, I'm calling the police. They can see this podcast. Yeah.
He's done nothing wrong. He's done what he's trying to do, what he's employed to do. She's not going to be coming back. If she comes back, obviously you have the doors. So obviously you have the legal power to remove someone from the building.
I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't really know how to feel about that because I did scroll through the comments. A lot of people are saying that she was on a podcast, it was a very misogynistic one. Have you ever seen in podcast clips where obviously men get women on who don't know what they're talking about and kind of question them in like an interview style? They'll ask them very, very intense questions to see what they say and then kind of belittle them if they don't agree with them. What people in the comments were saying is she basically went on to one of them misogynistic podcasts and obviously she defended herself and kind of won the argument and then they kicked her out with security. Put it this way, if security asks you to leave, they can manhandle you out, they can lift you up and drop you out. Like that's literally what they're paid to do. Then on the flip side, I don't know if she's been set up. Would be better if we had a little backstory leading up to her removal. From what I understand, she expressed her views, the host disagreed, it became heated, then after many repeated back and forths, they couldn't continue the podcast. She refused to leave and also was accused of being drunk. It's the refusal while in someone else's apartment that the entitled vibes kicked in for me. Yeah, so I don't really know how to feel. Like obviously if security asks you to get out, you have to get out. However, I also don't think it's fair for her to be taken onto a podcast, belittled, and then whenever she stands up for herself and expresses her views, she's kicked off. But then yet again, we don't know if that's what happened. I'm just assuming, because I have seen them podcasts like, oh, it really grinds my gears. I can't stand whenever I see people in podcasts who don't know what they're talking about and then they just get questioned and like they just make themselves look a bit dumb. Trespassing onto an army base and getting mad when they kick you out.
My 5-month pregnant sister being illegally forced out of her car on an Air Force base in Idaho on Friday.
Don't go onto an air base then.
I'm pregnant. Don't Touch me.
You just committed a felony. Get out of the vehicle.
For what? You're not the police.
Yes, we are law enforcement. Step out of the
No,
vehicle.
you're not. And why did you detain me? You
Because
said it
you're
was a
being
civil
stopped.
matter.
It's
You
a
said
stop
it was
now.
a civil
I
matter.
advised you that you're being stopped.
You said it was a
Private
civil
vehicle.
matter. You started being detained
Step
for a
out of
civil
the
matter. No.
Step out of the vehicle.
No.
Step out of the vehicle.
No. Don't
Step out
touch
of the
me.
vehicle.
Do not touch me. Do not. Why are you doing this? Tell me why.
You're
No.
being-
So, why am I being detained?
Evading police.
You said it's a civil matter. Get off of me.
Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Put your phone down.
No.
Put your phone down.
I don't have to put my phone down.
Yes, you do. Put your
No,
phone
I
down.
don't. You're hurting
You don't have
me.
to get broken, please. Put your phone down.
There's a few places in this world that you should not go on to and try to cause issues. Security places like police stations, fire engine places, you know, army bases, and then hospitals. I'm of the opinion that military bases are poor places to mess around at. You do you. Exactly, it's like any place you should not mess around is like police stations or army bases. They will just arrest you. This is older, but the short of it is she previously lived in that base as a spouse to a military guy. She had an invalid spouse's ID, invalid driver's license, invalid vehicle registration, and tried to run the gate. Anyone who has access to a base knows that those three documents are required for entry and driving privileges. She committed a felony by attempting to run the gate. The security force guys are usually very accommodating, but they do not mess around. Exactly, that's in like an army base as well. Places like that are high risk for attacks. You don't know who she could be. She could be a terrorist, she could have a bomb. Literally, she could pretend to be pregnant and have a bomb strapped to her belly. That's what some people do. So I'm not surprised she got arrested after she tried to run the gate. My best advice for her probably would be do not run a gate, especially in a military base. This auditor walks into someone's yard, and while he backs up the claimant's privacy by deactivating the camera. Okay, so this is an auditor. I'm already on the other person's side.
This Karen learns a good lesson as to why you shouldn't record people on their own property.
But
No, ain't no recording out here. This is private property.
no recording out here. Sir, I'm exercising my First Amendment rights. This is sir, I'm exercising my rights. What?
Okay, so I'm definitely gonna have to pause part of that. Basically, the camera got taken off her in the end. Yet again, when people like that, they go out of their way to wind people up. I don't really have much sympathy for them. Remember, exercising your rights doesn't mean you won't get hurt. Exactly, put it this way, like, if you go looking for trouble, you'll find it. School board candidate doesn't like it when people speak Spanish around him. Okay, so that's the person speaking in Spanish.
Just to give you guys a brief answer is that this is where we struggle, right?
And I think he might be, oh, that guy who's not happy.
I'm sorry, but I think that was inappropriate.
What
You
was?
speak English very well. Why Spanish? You speak English very well. Why Spanish? Most of the people in here
Boo!
didn't have a clue of what you were saying back and forth. You told me part of it, but you didn't tell me all of it. So that's that. How would I know? I wouldn't.
Let's speak to the crowd.
Okay. Anyway, I just think that was rude.
We let everybody here speak tonight in the way they're most comfortable. And I see a lot of hands going up. And you know what? These guys have been up on stage a long time. They've given me a lot of information. Let's give them a big round of applause.
I'm gonna be completely honest, I judged the book by its cover. I just knew he was gonna say that. He's saying people speaking in a foreign language, which he finds hard to understand, is a reason to not discuss ways to help people who struggle to understand a foreign language. Also, I want to add something onto that. Just because it sounds like they can speak perfect English doesn't mean that they can. I know people who speak multiple languages. English is not their first language, so their English isn't as good as mine. With them, if they don't know how to say something in English, they will say it to each other in Spanish. When I've been with them, 1 minute they're speaking English, the next minute they're speaking a different language. That isn't because they're talking about me behind their back, it's because they don't know how to say what they want to say in English, so they say it in another language. My mother was teaching us Polish. My dad forbade her from doing this because he didn't want us to be able to talk about him behind his back. Maybe a good way for that not to happen is for him to learn language. It means you can actually hear what they're saying. And yet again, if I were your mother, I'd be teaching you 24/7. Imagine this, the dad pisses you off and you get to slag him off in front of him, but he doesn't understand what you're saying. Now that right there sounds amazing. These TikTok footballers are becoming real a-holes. Look, I'm gonna be completely honest, it's not that bad, however, it's still causing nuisances for people. Yeah, again, I can't stand TikToks like that. Like, if you are gonna kick a ball towards people, people are gonna die. If I'm out and about and it looks like someone's about to kick a football towards me, I'm gonna cover my face. I'm surprised there are more videos like this where the influencer just immediately gets punched in the mouth. There are videos like that, but a lot of times these influencers have like a team behind the camera. They'll have like a group of people behind the camera, so it means that if someone does go to punch them, they'll just jump them. So the only thing the victim can do is basically shout at them. Well, anyways, guys, let's leave that video there. That is some awful, awful people. It would seem I'm looking more videos like this, let me know if you will. Press big subscribe and see you all tomorrow for another video.